So here's a Warren solution. This tutorial goes over sequential file access, reading and writing files within a Windows application. It has in here a label, a list box, 3 buttons, 3 more labels here, and 3 labels here. When the program loads, it loads the candidates in the list box. You select the candidate you want, hit save, and it adds a vote to that user. Hit display votes, and it displays the votes of that user. Hit exit, and it exits the application. So upon load time, and to get the load of this application, you just double click on the blue area of the application on the top of the form. It'll go into what's called the load form event. It's going to load into the list box Mark Stone, Shima Patel, and Sam Perez into the list box. It's going to select Mark Stone, the 0, at default. When you hit save vote, it's going to declare out file as io.streamwriter. Out file equals io.file.append text. Append text is going to create this file if it doesn't exist, or it's going to append it if it does exist. In your Solution Explorer, if you do a refresh and then also to the left of that show all files and go into the bin directory, debug, if you've already run this once, you'll see the votes.txt file in that location. Okay? And then the outFile.WriteLine, whatever candidate has been selected in the list box, will be written to that file. And I'll go ahead and double click and open it up and show you. And you have candidates 0, 1, and 2 is the choices you have. And so it's going to be candidate 0, 1, and 2 because the index can only be 0, 1, and 2 for the list box.
Let me check on that.
Okay, so it writes the file depending on what they've chosen in the list box for candidate 1, 0, 1, and 2. 0 would be Mark Stone, 1 would be Shima, 2 would be Sam. Then it empties out the text of the labels for these 3 here. That's for save. For display, it's going to read the file, votes.txt, declaring end file as io.streamreader, vote is integer, candidate 1 total is integer, 2 total is integer, and 3 total is integer. If the file exists, votes.txt, it's going to take and bring it into the end file stream reader, do a do until loop, and then it's going to increment the total for each one of those, close the file, and then empty out the labels on the candidate label.txt. Okay, so let's go ahead and run the application and see how it works.
Yeah.
You have Mark Stone, Shima, and Sam Perez.
Yeah. Just talking to you.
No talking. So we've got display votes, Mark Stone 10, Shima, save vote for Shima, display vote, Shima's now 8, save vote again, 9. And then we'll end on Sam, it's 10, now 11, save, display, now 12, and finally exit the application. If you have the text file open, it will tell you that it's been modified outside of the source editor. Just say yes to all, and you'll see the modifications of the votes for each one of the users. A challenge is to, instead of getting 0s, 1, and 2 in the text file, might be to get the actual name that's selected in the list box. Hitting the 0, 1, and 2, you would get the text box of the user that was selected in the list box saved into the text file. That might be a challenge for this week as an additional extra credit points. So if you have any questions, you can always give me a holler. Otherwise, have a great week.